Hey, how's it going? Checking in with today's daily update. And today's been a reasonably productive day. I've got a lot more responses back from my little questionnaire about the book, the help that I've requested for with the book, i.e. tell me what your problems are. What is it that you tend to do with things like self-sabotage, procrastination? What are some of the things that you say? And most importantly, what would a book need to do or contain in order for it to be of any use to you? And I've had about 170 really good responses back. It has meant that I spent the whole afternoon kind of wading through them and making notes because there's some absolute gold in there. So I really do want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of all the great comments and things that people have taken the time to share with me. So that's been a kind of a really good step forwards I felt today to get all that, because I'm feeding that into my existing process and framework for the book. Now, I'm talking a lot about the book at the moment, but the book, I feel, and kind of how I'm structuring it is really helping crystallize and formulate more of my ideas about talks that I can give on this subject. That and the ongoing, fairly recent but now ongoing process of that I spoke about, the chain of gyms that I've been in touch with, and the prospect of speaking at their conference. And this is the subject that I would be speaking on, not just well-being. It would be about doing more of the things you already know how to do. So the book and getting that process going is just really, really sort of helping get my ideas in place for that. And then I had another kind of big push today, another big kind of step forwards, which was I had about an hour and a half's conference call with Gerry Duffy and Pat Divilly, the two lads who we did, who I do Momentum with. So Momentum was one of the very first things. It was the first, the second speaking engagement I did this year back in January over in Dublin. And we had about probably 320 people in the room, full day event, really, really good event. And I felt really good about my presentations and what I delivered. Much better than I did from the 2017 event where we did it over in Galway. So we had a conversation today about what we'd be looking at doing if we are definitely going to do something for 2019, but what it would entail. And came up with a few initial ideas, something very different to what we've done previously. But for me, once again, it would be about hooking everything onto the book, and not just with a view to saying, right now you've got to go buy the book, but actually the same ideas. And I feel like I'm kind of fully immersed in that at the moment, in the whole knowing to doing thing. So yeah, that's kind of feeling pretty good. And I'm excited about Momentum as well. I'm really excited about it because it's such a blast, and it's great fun working with those two guys. I talk about kind of the importance of surrounding yourself with people who are doing what you want to be doing and who inspire you and push you forwards and challenge you. Jim Rohn calls it don't hang out with the easy crowd. And these guys are certainly not the easy crowd. You know, we hold each other to high standards, and accountability is a kind of a massive part of it. So it's kind of good speaking to them and listening to the way they talk about events, and how it's just, you know, a really normal thing to want to put an event on for 500 people in a big conference theatre in Dublin. And it's like, yeah, okay, great. Well, let's just go ahead and we'll do it then. We can make that happen. And I kind of recognize my value and the part I have to play in that process as well. So yeah, that was really good. That was this morning where we had that conversation, and quite excited about the prospects of that. So yeah, it's all kind of coming together in terms of, I say it's all come together. There's still a lot that needs to happen. I still need to get more speaking engagements booked in September, October. I want to be really busy for those 2 months. That's my plan. That's my goal, to get really have a big push for those 2 months, kind of reaching out to existing clients, people I've worked with before. I'm going to be, you know, all over that through the rest of this month and into early August, because I want to be kind of going into the second or the final quarter of the year with some, the momentum that I need to can help me achieve my goal. When I said at the beginning of the year I wanted to be doing 20 paid talks, and I'm a fair way off that target. Things haven't panned out the way I'd hoped that they would do, but at the same time I was very kind of conscious when I set that goal, that target, that it wasn't going to be anything that I would have complete influence over. All I could influence, all I could control was the actions that I took, the things that I did. And as I sit here now recording this sort of beginning of July, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I'm still doing that. I'm still coming up to the standards that I set for myself. So I'm happy with the input, the output. I could look at, well, what am I doing? Is there other things that I could be doing? I've talked a lot about that in these videos. So I feel like it is coming together in that respect, that these things are all and have been having kind of a behind the scenes, under the surface, shall we say, impact, and that I'm just waiting. I think there's an analogy with bamboo. Bamboo takes a long time to grow. Like, it sends out the shoots, sends out the roots all under the ground, and it can take years for the bamboo roots to grow. Then all of a sudden the bamboo shoots themselves start rocketing up, and they seem to grow very, very quickly. But it's taken a long time for those foundations to be built. So I feel like I've kind of built those foundations, and I'm ready to get busy now. But I'm really pleased that I've had this opportunity to figure out exactly what it is I want to be talking about, and the knowing to doing seems to be the thing. So that's me. That's my update for now. I'm actually going to spend about half an hour now doing some writing on said book, and then have I didn't go to jiu-jitsu tonight because I was really tired and aching from the last couple of days of training. So I took an evening off, and didn't feel guilty, didn't feel bad, didn't feel lazy, didn't feel ill-disciplined. Just felt 100% like this is the right thing to do. But yeah, that's my check-in for tonight. And now I'm going to do some writing and then do some resting. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.